Changes for Spurs. They welcome back Toby Alderweireld from injury. Joe Rodon drops out. Enforced changes. Lo Celso make his second Premier League start of the season, and Ndombele is ill. There was an injury scare around Harry Kane, but he is fit and he starts. 3 changes for Arsenal from the defeat by Wolves. Holding replaces David Luiz, who hasn't recovered from that head injury. Thomas Partey welcomed back in midfield, having missed the last 2 with a thigh injury. He's in for Ceballos. Willock also drops out as Lacazette comes back in, having impressed in the Europa League on Thursday night. Spurs unbeaten in 6 at home against Arsenal, but Jose Mourinho's personal record extends even beyond that. 10 times he's faced them as a manager at home, and he's never been beaten. We can hear now from both managers, Mikel Arteta and Jose Mourinho, with Jeff Shreves.
Particularly in a derby game, how wary are you of the opposition's position in the table right now and their form?
It means nothing for me, and I even told the players that is very dangerous if you look at the table.
Well, we are only 10 games in, but Graham Souness, how significant does this feel already today for Spurs and Arsenal?
Well, listen, when you talk about derby games, the form goes out the window generally, but I don't see that happening today. I think you can see Arsenal maybe have most of the ball today, but Spurs damaging them. I think Spurs now are a well-drilled, hard-to-play against team, where I think Arsenal may still be a wee bit fragile. What does it do for both of them? For Arsenal, it kickstart their season. For Spurs, upwards and onwards if they get a result today.
For Arsenal, it'd be a huge lift, wouldn't it, for this Arsenal team? Oh, you can hear the boos. It's just like old times.
But you know, Graham, we were talking about that earlier actually, and how even having a fans in, yes, Spurs fans, it might actually jeer on Arsenal, because you said you liked playing against that.
Yeah, I think that all the players have suffered with not having the crowds, and even just a few in, you know, might just take this game, because this is a game that's normally quite feisty. Normally people are leaving a bit on each other. We want that, you know, we want to see that. That's what people like about the English game. So hopefully we get a bit of that, even though there's only 2,000 supporters in.
Applauded here in the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Who steps forward here and doesn't trouble Bernd Leno. Deep first surge from Spurs. Fairly abrupt ending to it. Martin Atkinson has given the free kick. Whether he's going to do anything more, Granit Xhaka protesting.
Well, they didn't get away without a booking. I mean, I thought it was just...
Looking to assert themselves with their own agenda here, and on the edge of his area.
I think he'll be happy that he saw...
In by Willian. The refereeing blocked many times. There's, Saka has a go. Nice to see a Londoner in a derby. Well, it would make a huge difference to... Headed infield by Tierney. And, comes out to Partey. Can have a go here. Here he is. Aubameyang in the middle. Doesn't reach him. Bellerin. Nice ball by Lacazette. And in the end, Steven Bergwijn has to come and try and clear it. Well, they're seeing it from a distance. The Son goes on and scores. Wow. Quite remarkably. Could not have hit it better. So you sit in and then you break and you do that.
Well, we've seen it too many times now. He loves something. I think the Spurs fans love the goal and love him.
Outside the goalkeeper's left-hand side, it's going to drift into the net. A beautiful strike.
Welcome sight. It was a long shot, and they were. And there's Bukayo Saka. Tricky ball. So Holding gets his head to it. Son. He's too far away from returning the compliment to Harry Kane. Tottenham corner.
Well, he did. Kane just sits out a little bit, then makes his movement. Goes one way, then the other. Then
they do give it to Hector Bellerin. Willian, who's trying to get it back to a raid from Reguilon. And getting into the middle. Willian putting it in early.
Even Lacazette in that number 10 role, James already talked about. It's not really what he does. William
comes out to Højbjerg, who can hit them and does hit.
His weight of pass was fantastic.
Kane. The counter-attack might be on if Kane, this time they have stopped it at source.
That's what they have to do.
Good moments already, and there's another one here with Tierney joining in from the left. Holding. Lacazette trying to get away. Heel for Bukayo Saka. Across in towards Lacazette. And the clearance from Højbjerg, who's dropped to his knees having made it. I loves to go to the near post, it doesn't get to him. Kicked away. Celso got Kane with him. Still going, and Rob Holding was at full stretch to stop the ball flashing across the face of the goal. Tierney. It's a good ball into the box, which Harry Kane has to defend. He stayed back in there for the original free kick. Pinballing around the penalty area, and it won't go for a corner. Willian corner. And again, on. Lacazette, who was leading the appeals. Bellerin. Aubameyang. Got through.
Here comes Hector Bellerin. And Willian. Saka. Bellerin. Thomas Partey. Reloaded by Bellerin. Lacazette. Son. Kane! The king of the manor! He has thrusted it off the bar! And no man in the history of this famous fixture has scored more often than Harry Kane! Buoyant mood as we start the second half here. Two excellent. Tierney. Oh, good header high from Aubameyang.
I think that's a good chance. I think it's a sensational cross again from Kieran.
In by Saka, Lacazette's flick, and very watchfully dealt with by Hugo Lloris. Sissoko drifted in towards Bergwijn.
Yep, there's the coach.